can see, this painting is well underway. I'm right now at the point of going from acrylic to oil. And as most of you have ever watched anything that I've done, I tend to start out in acrylic and then I move to oil. And once again, you know, I got myself these twisted ass, gnarly ass trees going on. You know, I love trees. I don't know what it is, but I'm in the tree stage. So be it. In this case, it's a winter scene. And when you're dealing with a winter scene, you deal with snow. And how do you highlight something that is basically white? Well, you got to keep in mind, what is your source of light? And in this case, it's the sun. I've got myself the sun going on here, and the brain interprets the sun as a yellow light. And so it will sit there and think a soft glow of white going on that snow. And the key to coming up with that color is lots of titanium white and just a hint, and I mean a hint, of cadmium yellow. If you put too much cadmium yellow in your titanium white mixture, you will come up with yellow snow. And no one wants to look at yellow snow. In fact, people warn their children about yellow snow. So therefore, you do not want to have yellow snow on your canvas. Just a word of advice. And on that note, I need to get myself a swig of beer. Now that is some good beer. The original Drifter Pale Ale from Wigmere Brothers, right here in Portland. Good stuff. Just letting you know. Okay, now back to painting here. What I'm do is I take myself a brush about this size, and since I'm dealing with branches, you want something that's, you can kind of define, you know, it's a small brush. You don't want a large brush unless you're doing a large area, but you want a smaller brush if you're dealing with branches. And what I do is I roll it in that titanium white, and then just a hint, and I mean, once again, a hint of cadmium yellow. I dilute it with this Galkide oil, and it's a product of Gamblin, at least the one that I'm using, and Galkide, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing the darn stuff. It's Galkyd, and it just seems to work for me. You could do it with linseed oil, and I think there's a stand oil there, just letting you know. But I use a Galkide oil, and it just seems to be nice. And what I do is I sit there, and then once again, I start highlighting that snow here. I do that so. And what's great about snow is it can be your friend, too. Especially when you're dealing with a situation here where you have all these branches, it can help you define those branches. It will break up the branches. It will bring them out. And the key here, though, keep in mind, don't overdo it. If you over-highlight your snow, you'll end up with a blank white canvas. Boring, once again. You just don't want to deal with that. On that note, I need another swig. Oh, that's good stuff. But, you know, you just sit here, paint, and once again, titanium white and a hint of cadmium yellow. And now, but if you want to have the shadows of snow, I use, personally, a Prussian blue mixed in with that titanium white. You can get away with a little more Prussian blue mixed in with that. The brain still comprehends it as the shadow of something that is white. And in this case also is I'm dealing with branches that are dark. And so the white will contrast well with that dark branch. Careful of putting white on white. You want contrast, your colors. You really want to do that. So just letting you know. So in this situation, I got my winter scene going on, all these gnarly trees, this forested, twisted up scene, typical me. Got a nice little inn going on here, so you could sit there and go, good, I could get the hell out of this damn cold and into a warm inn, have a nice beer, nice beef or wild boar stew, yum, yum, yum. But that's what I wanted to bring you to, and that's the story here. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves.